Pluto Transit in Aquarius, fight or flight. The Lord of the Underworlds completes a full transit in 248 years around the zodiac signs. This time Pluto is going to step into Aquarius and start working there. Usually Pluto transits may range from 10 to 31 years, depending on the sign. Hence, Pluto transit is a major transit due to its duration and impact. How we live with it instead of resisting it determines the impact of the planet. If we try to deny and externalize the tendencies instead of doing some real shadow work, this may rebound in the form of toxic relationships and people. Pluto is in Aquarius from March 23, 2023 to June 11, 2023, later from January 20, 2024, until September 1, 2024, again from November 19, 2024, to March 8, 2043, at which point it will oscillate between Aquarius and Pisces. As Pluto is very slow-moving, and with retrograde, effective backward, activity, it advances only about 1 to 3 degrees per year, depending on the sign. While Pluto stays in Aquarius in 2023, it won't be consistent in the sign until late 2024. In total, Pluto will spend between 19 and 20 years in the sign. You could have transformations, emotional healing, sexually rewarding experiences, jealousy, manipulative behavior, destructive tendencies, obsessive behavior, intense relationships, soul-searching, truth-searching, intense relationships, psychological healing, death and rebirth cycles, increased strength, soul connections, interest in psychology and parapsychology, trysts of fate, increased focus etc. during the transit of Pluto in areas it touches upon. Pluto will bring in the intensity that is needed, which leads to the explore the dimensions in a deeper way. We may never know how Pluto unfolds until the end. Aries. Aries will have an 11th house Pluto during this transit of Pluto in Aquarius. You will see friendships in a new light. Some may fight with you, backstab you, hurt you, and this will make you understand who your real friends are. You may get pretty intense with friends. You will quit superficiality and behave responsibly. In your networks, you will want to be a leader. You are not going to settle in for less. You will not be willing to settle in for anything less. You will start believing in your causes more passionately than ever before. You will fight for it, and this will bring you widespread acclaim. You will revisit your ambitions and hopes before the start of the transit and find that you have new renewed goals now. Taurus. This transit of Pluto in Aquarius is going to be in the 10th house for Taurus. You are going to see gradual changes in your career and career ambitions during this phase. Your identity will tag with your career and you will find new ways to have a fulfilling career. You may stay clear of manipulative and bossy behavior in order to have better workplace dynamics. You will become more ambitious during this transit. The negative sides, like nepotism, domination, jealousy and favoritism from bosses, might seem like a huge huddle. There will be problems of co-workers and backstabbing which you should be warned against. Gemini. The transit of Pluto in Aquarius is going to be in your 9th house. You will question the belief system you had been following and the religious ideologies which you held close. You will do deeper studies and change your perspectives about spirituality. You may feel the need to change your belief system. The relationship with your father can change for the better or worse. New facts will emerge which will change the way you deal with him. You will find new areas for your higher studies which you never intended pursuing. You will get new perspectives from your journeys. You will find your interests and passions through transformational thinking. Cancer. You will try to get in touch with your primal inner urges during this transit of Pluto in Aquarius. Your sexuality will be enhanced. Your attraction towards tabooed beliefs and scandals will increase. You will be more inclined towards mysteries and parapsychology. Your financial graph will change. Death, debts, and shared resources will bring you a change in perspective. Leo. You will learn about your deeper desires through relationships. You will be drawn towards toxic relationships which will help you to learn more about your darker aspects. This transit of Pluto in Aquarius will bring your inner power conflicts in relationships to the fore. You will be drawn to people who are intense, jealous, and possessive. They will show their power when you resist their power struggle. You may get into a platonic, business or romantic relationship, which will help you transform yourself. You may feel trapped in a toxic relationship or a love-less relationship, which will transform your thinking. You may inspire others to dig into their inner selves and wants. Virgo. You may be afraid of criticism at the workplace. You may prefer being your own boss so that you can create your own schedules. You may feel stressed at the workplace, hence you should find outlets to de-stress and calm yourself. This transit of Pluto in Aquarius will bring a lot of changes to your routine. You should try to change your routines for the better, one at a time. You will take a novel approach towards health. You may be interested in alternative therapies. You will give importance to holistic healthcare ideologies, which will start the treatment by identifying the root cause of the condition. Libra. Your attitude towards recreation will turn serious during this time. You will have a passionate approach towards romance than a practical one. You will have a fear of loss or betrayal in your romances. You will be very strict with your children and will take child rearing very seriously. You will romanticize the idea of childbearing and rearing to an extreme level that not many can understand. You will be the possessive and controlling one in the romantic relationship. You should make sure that it is not taken to the extremes so that it becomes unbearable to your lover. Your creativity will find new horizons. You will find that you are talented in new areas which you were not aware of previously. You will have a crazy want to be recognized for your talents by everyone. Scorpio. This transit of Pluto in Aquarius is going to make you change your domestic or home front. Those who have been victims of domestic violence will have more instances of such violations, which will make them act upon it instead of suffering it silently. You may change your residence or your method of dealing with the household affairs. If you had been dictatorial, then this is the time you will loosen up, or vice versa. You may feel the need to take responsibilities at home. Your connections with family members will evolve. You may try to do shadow work, digging deep into your childhood life and traumas. You will obsess over things you have no control over, which you will stop to pursue what is more important in your life. Sagittarius. This transit of Pluto in Aquarius will bring elements of secrecy into your communications. Your siblings and neighbors will give you intense lessons during this phase. You will question what you have studied and you will prefer to learn things yourself than from others. You will doubt the information shared by others. A sense of paranoia will look around you. Your communications will be harsh and it would be transformed during this transit of Pluto as a matter of necessity. You will choose your words wisely so that others do not get a peek into your way of thinking. Capricorn. Significant changes will come into your value system and income inflow. You will feel the need to hoard things and ownership matters a lot to you. You will get stingy and control the money you own. You will be afraid of poverty, hence you will have a strange attachment to possessions. You will not be willing to part with any. You will have your own value system, which makes sense to you. You will be possessive about your family members. You may even try to control them, which may backfire and help you learn lessons in boundaries. Aquarius. This transit of Pluto in Aquarius is going to bring transformation to yourself. You will try to bring transformation in terms of dressing, hairstyle, body, mannerisms, etc. You will try to pry deep to understand the roots of your motivation. You may find it difficult, but you will go ahead and try to understand the workings of your inner self. You will be ultra protective of your privacy, bringing a sense of magnetic mystery to yourself. You should stop the urge to control life events, because going with the flow attitude will bring you less pressure. You may struggle with feelings of being underrated or criticized, but you will project an image of strength. You will appear to be gutsy and determined. Pisces. You may have to face the skeletons of your past during this transit of Pluto in Aquarius. You may have to deal with your inner psyche. You may keep things to yourself, which may affect your health. You hate to take the advice of others, and that can complicate the scene. You should learn to be a team player that way. You may have deep sexual fantasies which you may attempt to recreate. There may be things that you are ashamed of that you may have to deal with. Your inner self will seek troubles which may make you jump into dangerous situations involving powerful enemies. You may go into higher levels of spirituality and spiritual practices during this transit of Pluto in Aquarius. A very slow transit with a very huge transformational energy. Fight or flight? Neither one. We have to live with it and transform ourselves to get into pure living.